If you were stopped by the police, especially at night, and the officer had any suspicion that you might have been drinking, he will have conducted a Horizontal Gaze Nystagmus Test. You may have some questions about this test. Here are some answers. Nystagmus is an involuntary jerking motion of the eyes. There are hundreds of known causes of nystagmus, and there are many different types of nystagmus. WrongDiagnosis.com lists over 300 known causes of nystagmus. Some people even have nystagmus for no known reason. Horizontal Gaze Nystagmus, or HGN, is one type of nystagmus that police use as a field sobriety test. It involves following a moving object or an object held off to one side. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has studied and standardized the HGN test, which is incorporated into the training police officers receive on field sobriety tests. Properly administered, the test begins with checking the eyes for equal pupil size and equal tracking. This step can reveal some of the medical conditions that cause nystagmus, though many officers omit this step. There are 3 clues or signs that officers are trained to look for. The first is a lack of smooth pursuit. This is a jerkiness while the eyes are following a moving object. It should take 4 seconds for the stimulus to get from one side to the other. Next, the officer checks to see if there is distinct and sustained jerking when the eyes are held as far to the side as they can look. This is called nystagmus at maximum deviation. The stimulus should remain at the side for at least 4 seconds. Finally, the officer checks to see if the nystagmus persists at 45 degrees or earlier. Measuring a 45-degree angle without any measuring device can be difficult, and many officers do this incorrectly. Once again, the stimulus should remain stationary for at least 4 seconds. The officers can also check for vertical nystagmus, which is a jerking of the eyes when the object is held above the subject. The government's research suggests this can be used as a measure of tolerance to alcohol. There is a considerable body of scientific research that is critical of the HGN test as a measure of sobriety. Properly administering the test requires 14 passes and should take at least 83 seconds to perform. The government's own instructions caution the officers that if the test is not performed as standardized, the validity is compromised. Officers frequently combine steps or omit portions of the exam. They have performed the steps of the test too quickly. In addition, the officers are cautioned that their emergency lights can cause nystagmus. Yet the HGN exam is often done with the strobe lights flashing in the subject's view. You can see that at the Law Office of Barry T. Simons, we know a good nystagmus exam from a bad one. Contact us for a free consultation. You'll see the difference.